Hello, Gooners and Gamers, it's your boy Kentman. Welcome back to another episode of Fanservice Roundup.
Kentman, what is the Fanservice Roundup?
Well, thank you for asking, random person that also looks like me with a different shirt. The Fanservice Roundup is essentially a bunch of different news articles that I didn't think needed its own episode to talk about. Figures, anime, and of course fan service, and all in one video. So without further ado, let's jump into the first article.
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me.
Start off with some Senran Kagura merch because the swimsuits are here and it truly feels like summer because a lot of the Hobby Japan merch for Senran Kagura is now available for pre-order. As you have Asuka, you have Yumi, you have Toki, you have Soren, you have Meibei and Homura all in sexy swimsuits for acrylic stands and a diorama of the whole acrylic stands, along with rubber mats, tapestries, and of course you also have the ability to buy the art book illustration that was released back in like April, I do believe. A lot of this stuff comes out in September, so you still have some time to pre-order a lot of this stuff. So I would jump on it right now. Most of it's like $13, while I think like the diorama is like 30 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 5,500 yen. And also then you have the rubber mat that is also about $20 essentially. Probably not after shipping, or probably might be like 50 depending on where you are at the whole overall total, but you know. Now, if a lot of you guys remember the first fan service roundup, I talked about the current Damashi different merchandise for Senran Kagura that was being sold there, and I was wondering if a lot of them would be coming over to Ami, and now they are here, and these come out in October. You have a rubber mat for Hakagi, we got Yomi here, we have Murasaki here, we also got Kafufu, who's already in, the pre-order's already over. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that so sucks. And of course we got Toki also that's already sold out for pre-orders. Well, it's not technically sold out, but the pre-order window is already over, which a lot of them were 20 bucks each, so there's like 5 of them. So that's pretty much $100 that you're probably spending for all of them if you are able to. Now, just because the pre-orders is over doesn't mean that you don't have a chance to actually buy them, as sometimes some people cancel the pre-orders or something goes wrong, and when October comes around you might be able to snag one. Moving on to Neptunia now, as their acrylic stands for their collab with a restaurant in Japan. I don't remember which one it is, but it's all their sweet time outfits and they all look very cute. They're about $15, and you have Neptune, we have Noir, we have Vert as well, and Blonde. So these are also coming out in September, so if you wanted to pre-order these along with the Senran Kagura ones as well, you can definitely do those as well. Next we got Emma, office lady from Nikkei, and it's a 1/7 scale from Furyu. This is 19,800 yen or $122.15. Comes out in August next month, so definitely look forward to that if you want some good office ladies. Along with that, we also got Rise Up from Furyu. That's 19,800 and $122 as well, coming out next year of March 2027. We also got another Rise Up figure from Rise Up 3, pretty much the key art from the box. That is a 1/7 scale figure from Kotokawa, which that is I think this is the first time Kotokawa is doing a Atelier figure. It's going to be 29,700 yen or $183.22 coming out February of 2027. That is going to be a very tricky month for me because also Tomb Raider and Persona 4 Revival comes out then too. And the last figure we're going to be talking about is Yumi again, a pre-painted figure. I think it's supposed to be a 1/7 scale from Kotobukiya that got announced during the Wonderfest 2026, which I wasn't able to actually do because I was wrapped up with all the Summer Game Fest stuff. But regardless of, and also the, you know, family stuff, I don't want to keep bringing that up, but you know, either way, I did want to talk about this, as you know, I love my Yumi as well, as Atelier Kyrie is coming out next year, so I definitely wanted to show some love for Yumi because I do love her. So now we're going to kind of speed run through anime that was announced over Anime Expo that I do want to talk about, starting with my favorite anime of all time, Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War final part. They got released in the movie theater, which was a smash hit, was like #1 because of Yorichi's ass on the screen. screen, as well as now coming to Hulu and Disney Plus July 25th at 7:30 a.m. p.m., which I am super excited. If you want to see some action, ReZero Season 4 Part 2 is actually going to be returning. I'm ready for the second part. I am super looking forward to it. Season 4 has been super peak, and I can't wait. I mean, I love ReZero. And this is a coincidence I'm wearing the shirt, and as you guys know, Ren is my favorite waifu of all time. Next we got Mushoku Tensei Season 3, and have you seen the new Eris look? She got an upgrade, I'm telling you. Next we also have the Godzilla Isekai anime Kanju Girl Carmel Lisi. I think that's how you say that. But either way, it looks very cute. I mean, Godzilla as a anime waifu, didn't know I needed, but you know, I'm looking forward to it. Next, we also got Soul Leveling Jinwoo, my guy, getting a movie that was announced over Anime Expo. I didn't see the actual trailer for it, but also we did get Avatar Aang. I didn't put it on the list of things to talk about here because I kind of forgot about it, but I'm thinking about it right now. But I did see the trailer for it, and I'm super excited for it. So there's that. Next, we have Demon Slayer Infinity Castle coming out July 28th, finally, after being in the theater last year, and it was like a smashing hit. I was not fortunate enough to get a ticket to go see it in the theater, unfortunately. So I've been waiting for it to be released on Crunchyroll so I can finally watch it and see what everyone was talking about for the hype of it. So I'm super excited to watch that. A new anime from Trigger, from the people who made Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill, with a brand new anime. So you know that's gonna be fucking dope. Next, we got season 2 for Delicious in a Dungeon. Looking forward to that as well. And then we got a new Monogatari anime coming out winter 2026, which is a new key visual, looking really nice as well. Then we got Hunter getting back in the saddle. Finally, Togashi is back. He, the legend, the myth, the himself. He also made Yu Yu Hakusho, if you didn't know. And we finally got more chapters coming in the works for the new weekly Shonen Jump, which I am so excited for that. Moving on, we got already talked about When They Cry, Higurashi getting a brand new anime, but what I didn't know at the time is that it's going to be a completely new type of story that we haven't seen before, so I'm looking forward to that. Next, we got Classroom of the Elite Season 5. I can't wait for that. Then we got the one anime that made so much drama on Twitter, which is My Girlfriend's Friend, NTR anime in its flesh. And don't worry everyone, I will be the brave soul to sacrifice my time to watch this anime to see how bad it is, and I'll give you the 411 if it's actually good or bad. You know, I'm looking forward to that. First note, I also want to make a note that I am also excited for 100 Girlfriends coming back for season 3. That has also started airing. I'm waiting for the English dub to finally start casting for these 2 episodes so I can actually watch it with my wife, and I am super excited for it. Just wanted to let that know as well because I forgot about it. We also got over Anime Expo announcement of a brand new Shantae coming out in 2027, and she has a brand new look and she looks older. Oh my god, she looks so good. I don't know what these ball and chains is on her hair right now. She has 3 pigtails that's braided now, and her titties are bigger. I am so excited for that because, I mean, you know, I love Shantae. Next, we got Jubilee releasing a Marvel Rivals. Now, I don't really play Marvel Rivals as I'm not really into hero shooters anymore at all. But I do have to respect Marvel Rivals for the sex appeal that they bring to the game for females and males. And I love Jubilee. I think Jubilee is a really cool character. I always thought she was like definitely one of my favorite X-Men. And I love that we're getting more petite women again in games and stuff. So I have to shout out for that. Also, the swimsuits are in Marvel Rivals right now that you can grab. And of course, Captain America, who had the American's ass, along with the American schlong that was just out there schlonging all over the place, but people got a little upset about it, mostly a lot of guys out there that didn't like that Captain America had a big old schlong, and then they had to censor it, so now he wasn't able to have his full package, which fuck censorship. Let my man have his American schlong. I mean, it's a Captain America. He's fighting for us, and he can't be out here without a schlong. Come on, man. That's fucked up, honestly. And then also around Anime Expo, it's crazy to go from that to this. It's crazy. But you know, here we are. We have a brand new Sonic animation coming up called Sonic the Hedgehog Memories and Beyond, and I am so looking forward to this. This is crazy. I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen it on Twitter already, so it's not going to be my first initial reaction, but I wanted to react to it with you guys. Audio's gone. Hold up. Here we go. It's going to be at the Year of Metal Sonic, and Knuckles get punched, Sonic punches him, shadow boxing, Amy, Roots, oh my god, and then they wrap him up in a fucking wire, and then this, yo, I swear Knuckles goes berserk, look at this, this shit is gonna be hype. It's the same animation team that did the Shadow Beginnings when, you know, Shadow X Generation was coming out, and man, I am so looking forward to that. That's gonna be so dope. I cannot wait for that. I love that Sonic and Sega has been on this brand new kick wave of promoting their games with new animations all the time, and I'm here for it. Moving on, we also got Senran Kagura, new Project N. Their live stream is going to be happening on August 1st, so definitely tap in for that. This is going to be the newest Senran Kagura game that we're going to figure out what it actually is. Is it going to be a gacha game? Is it just going to be a mobile game? Is it going to be coming out to consoles? We don't know. We don't know. We do know that there is going to be a brand new school, and Hanzo Academy is not around anymore. It's going to be taking 3 years after New Link, and I'm here for it. I'm tapped in. I got some more things I want to say before the actual stream happens, but I'm going to save that for its own video because we got a lot to talk about. But man, we also got an announcement for School Days Remastered reveals that we're getting a full English voice cast after 20 years. I don't know how many people remember School Days. It came out like in 2005, and it was like the original NTR anime that a lot of people loved and hated at the same time. I'm not going to spoil a lot of stuff that happens, but it's going to be made by Just at USA, which is pretty much a visual novel, sometimes naughty, but sometimes not, and it's going to have naughty stuff in it as well. They were bold enough to be like, yeah, we're going to, I mean, it's us. Of course, we're going to have the naughty stuff in there as well. And actually, one of the voice actors that's going to be doing one of the voices of Akari is Kali Mills, who is the voice of Rappy and Red Hood Rappy and Nikke, as along with Amelia and ReZero. So that's pretty cool. Moving into, we got Kasumi getting a brand new couple of outfits on Dead or Alive 6 Last Rounds. I forgot to talk about that on my Dead or Alive 6 first impressions. I really do like the outfits. I think it kind of matches like a swimsuit ninja vibe, and I like that I feels like the chest plate is a little unnecessary, but I get that it has a nice little flower pattern to it, and you got the thighs and hips all out, and the nice good leggings, and it looks good. I really do like it. I do like it a lot. Right. Okay. So Nico and then Tamaki. So Nico is going to be in like 3 weeks, so probably August that we'll get these, and then we'll probably get Tamaki's in September. So we already had Mary Rose. I hope they do Hanukkah next after this, or we get the new announcement of the new character and see what she actually looks like. That would be pretty cool too. So next we got Yume for Switch 2, finally getting the performance settings, frame rates improvements. I do not have Yume on Switch 2. Shout out to my friend Blue Flame. Go follow them on Twitter, which is they're a really cool Atelier and just physical game collector as well. And they showed off a lot of the performance enhancements after the bug. Now the glitching and shaking is because there's a boss nearby, so don't worry about that. But so far it looks like it's running pretty good on Switch 2. From the frame rate, obviously it's going to look better on PS5 and PC, but for the most part it still looks pretty good. You know, from what they were saying, that okay, I went ahead and tested out the new patch update for Atelier Yume for the Switch 2, and it's actually playable now. I wouldn't go into this thinking it is like the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation versions, no, but if you play Xbox One or PS4 of this game, there you go. So it's essentially playable. You actually can, it's stable now, and you're actually able to enjoy the game on Switch 2 on the go. So that is pretty cool. So next, we also have something for Neptunia Unlimited. Limited with an Invincible Bonds reboot update with new lyrics, a new song. I'm actually not going to listen to it because I want to hear it in the game when we actually play it. So they did announce the new song for it, and I'm not going to listen to it yet. Next, we got Tokyo Game Show 2026, and all the exhibitors that's going to be there has been announced. It's going to be happening September 17th to the 21st. And yes, I'll be reacting to most of these places. You have your typical Bandai Namco, you have Kyo Tecmo that's going to be there, Capcom, you got D3 Publisher that's going to be there, Gong Ho that's going to be there, that is Trails in the Sky. And we also got, I'm trying to see if ID Factory is going to be here, but they're not, unfortunately. CC2 is going to be there. City Connection is going to be there. Those are the people that made the Advanced VG port to Steam. So hopefully we get Advanced VG 2 announcement there, because that would be nice. Level 5, that's going to be there. Maybe Deca Police an announcement. That would be nice. Nexon's going to be there. And Panasonic's going to be there, surprisingly. Pocket Pair, which is Pal World. And so a lot of the notable people, Shueisha Games is going to be there, which makes sense. Fuck Sony. Square Enix is going to be there, and I'm not seeing Nintendo going to be there. Sega's going to be there. Atlas is going to be there, of course, with Sega. That is a lot of the distributors that's going to be there, and I'm excited for it. So September 17th is where we're going to watch a lot of those and see if they announce something new, or it's going to be kind of the same stuff that happened. Next, let's talk about Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 coming for the Switch 2, which seems like it was going to be a very exciting announcement until we saw the fine print that came along with it, that it's not going to have an upgrade path. It will not be compatible with your save data from the Switch 1, which is stupid. Now, for me, I've never played Octopath Traveler 1 or 2, so this is kind of a cool deal for me as someone who hasn't played them. But for people who has played them and 100% of the game, it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't seem like a really good deal. It's kind of a fail for Square Enix, especially after coming off the hype of, Final Fantasy VII and all that, and they were doing a lot of things right. And it just seems like a greedy move. I feel like this would have had so much hype around it if they would have had those things included, and now this has so much bad blood to it because of that. So bad move on Square Enix. It sucks that they did that. So let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments down below. Moving on, the Exit 8 correction. I called it the Exit 8, which is a whole different type of game. The game is actually called Train 45, which I wanted to make that clarification, and it's about $11 right now. So if you want to go check it out, was the overwhelming positive Steam hit, selling over 50K copies. That is great for fan service to see that a fan service game is overselling a lot of games on Steam and showing Steam that, fan service can sell. As I always say, fan service is the best kind of service. Now, this game is essentially an anomaly game where you're riding on a train to see what things are different, and you get to have some sexy time with different kinds of passengers on the train as well. And it's a pretty cool game. Either way, moving on, we have a new IP from Kyo Tecmo named Fuji. Maybe they might reveal it at Tokyo Game Show or Gamescom, but I am very interested on knowing what that is, because it's been a while since we had a brand new Kyo Tecmo IP be announced, and it's not Dead or Alive 7. So I'm very curious about what this could be. Moving into some more Kyo Tecmo news with Blue Reflection. Of the reason how Blue Reflection became an all-female cast is because of budget restrictions, as they didn't have the money to program guys into the game. So that's why it became an all-female cast. I'm not complaining. I know you're not complaining. I feels like a lot of budget cuts should happen a lot more for fan service games. I mean, that seems amazing to me. So Blue Reflection is coming out very soon, the whole collection, and I am looking forward to playing it because I never had the chance to actually play Blue Reflection. It's the sister series to Atelier that's from Gus, and I am looking forward to playing it. We have a new game called Spanking Exorcist, where the more you spank the exorcist, the more they try to haunt you and do things with you. It's a very interesting horror game that's going to be coming out from an indie Japanese dev, and I'm interested. And the last thing we're going to talk about is Neverness to Everness, how they undid the censorship for their game because they wanted to please the gooning fan service love within the game. Here we are in NTE, and now let's see if they changed a lot of the stuff in the PS5 version or if it's just the PC version.
I'm not a good person to kill time with.
She is so hot, bro. I would love to actually show you physically, and they did change it. They did change it. So now you can actually see the panties. They uncensored the censorship. That's crazy. Kudos to them. Kudos to them, man. Now, I would show you more about her in the game right now if I had her. I did summon for her. I'm very close to getting pity for her, and I'm sad I was not able to get her. And I don't have any more summoning stuff to get her. And I could spend money, but I'm going to a convention next week, as I talked about previously, and I don't have the necessary extra funds to spend on gacha right now. Anyway, that is pretty much every news article I wanted to talk about today for the fan service roundup. Let me know what you guys enjoyed about this. Did you like this more compact episode of different kinds of topics, from figures, anime news, to fan service news, different video game news? If you want me to condense it down a lot more, this is still an ongoing, growing new show that I'm doing for fan service and just of JRPGs that I wanted to talk about. And you know, I'm still willing to tweak it to fine tune it for future episodes. But regardless of the fact, let me know what you guys enjoyed the most out of these stories. If there's stuff that I missed that I need, that you want me to talk about, or we can have a discussion about, let me know down in the comments down below, and I might talk about it in the next fan service roundup for the future. So with that being said, remember that fan service is the best kind of service. To be a fan of that like button, I really do appreciate you all watching, and thank you so much for 12K. If you didn't see the previous video already, I am really trying to get to 20K by the end of the year, and with your help and support, I could definitely do that. And be a fan of that like button, and I will see you in the next video next time. Bye me.